Shalom, shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Work HaKadosh, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel, and peace and salutations unto you speckled bird Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth, and peace and salutations unto you sisters that may be listening and learning, and to you new brothers that may come across this video. And shalom to all you brothers that are out there on the highways and byways, doing the work in these latter days, trying to wake up the remnant, the elect, and trying to get to the kingdom, and hasten the coming of Yahweh Shai, I'm coming back at y'all with another quick video. Hey man, Esau doing stuff, man. He moving. You can see what it says on the screen, about them making daylight savings time permanent. I think this popped up on my phone yesterday, and I thought it was kind of weird, because the prophecy in Daniel, let's get that right. Prophecy in Daniel has definitely came to pass through who? Esau, the so-called white man. Them changing, the time and the clock and things of that nature. People don't even know that this society that we live in is controlled, but you think you have freedom. Yeah, okay. When the Lord, when He created everything, when Yahweh, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, and the angels, created everything, man. Elohim, in the beginning, like it says in Genesis, first chapter, they didn't invent no clock. That's something that man came up with, man. Hey, time is determined by the sun and the moon and things of that nature. Like it says, they're determined by some machine that clicks, every second and turns with some numbers on it. That's not what time is determined by. But it says Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. It says he shall speak great words against the Most High. It shall wear out the saints of the Most High, which the saints are the Israelites, who you call black, Hispanic, and Native American. It's by bloodline, by seed line, lineage. You see to your father. It's not a spiritual Israelite. It's not being grafted in as a heathen. Those are the Israelites. That's who the saints are. It says, and think to change the times and laws, and they should be given to his hand to a time and times and the dividing of times. You see that? So that prophecy clearly has come to pass, right? Because this happened, when Esau was in power. The so-called white men, when they were in power. There's no such thing as a clock in the Bible. Where you see that at? Clock. Let me type it. Let me type in that word in here. Let's see if anything pops up. Clock. It might be in there. Let's see. It's not. I didn't think it was, because the Lord didn't, like I said, He didn't create anything, as a clock. He didn't create that. Man created that. And in particular, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, created that. And what this made me think at first is that, they plotting something, They trying to do something, I was kind of, like I said, I was a little confused of, why they would do that. But at the same time, I shouldn't be confused, because they are the devil, which means deceiver. That's all it means, because you got people that be getting all messed up. Oh, y'all, you keep calling him the devil, this and that. Man, shut up, man. It just means deceiver. That's all it means. Anybody can be a devil. But there's a specific nation of people that are specifically referred to as the devil. That's what we call them, because it means deceiver. And they have deceived the whole world, as it says in Revelations. But, let's read what it says. Right? Well, daylight savings time, if you don't know, it's basically, when the clocks move, it moves like an hour back. Like when it, in like October, November, like when it starts getting cold outside, and then you just had, what's today, Thursday now? You just had probably a couple of days ago on Sunday, well actually Saturday night, the clock jumped forward. It's called spring forward, whatever. And then when it's cold outside, the clock moves back. And that's called daylight savings time, right? When it gets cold outside. But they try to make this permanent. And they just it says they just voted to make daylight savings times permanent. It says the case against changing clocks is less about later sunsets year round and more about consistency. Hey, it seems like, what they try to do is like somehow preserve their rulership. That's what it sounds like to me, because when the time is moved back, that means you have more things that you can accomplish in your day, right? But it says it's happened on Tuesday. The U.S. Senate voted unanimously to make daylight savings time permanent beginning in 2023. Now, I've read other articles, and they said it was like in November 2023. I don't know if it says that in this article, but I know it was in 2023. That's when they planned on doing it. Hey, but who knows, man? Who knows if we even got into that long? You see, Esau thinks they got forever, man. I'm gonna bring scriptures out that's gonna prove their point. Them thinking that they have forever to rule. But obviously, they know they don't, because why would they do something like that? Why would they even think on doing something like that, right? It says, perhaps the unambiguous results were influenced by the fact that most of us just turn clocks forward. Well, this happens every year. Why all of a sudden you doing it now? That's what I'm saying. Something fishy, something off about that. On Sunday, yeah, I was right. It happened Sunday. It says, and the disruptiveness of it's probably on lawmakers' minds. And it ain't because of, when the clock does spring forward, it does kind of mix up, it messes up your sleep a little bit, or it may get you confused and stuff. But everything that's connected to technology, it automatically pretty much, it changes the time on its own, like your cell phones, your laptop, your computer, your TV, your smart TV, whatever you got, all that, your car. You got an electric car, or even if you don't, you got a newer car. These newer cars that's made, it changes by itself, because it's all technology based. But it's deeper than what they telling you. Best believe that, because let's get this Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It's deeper than that. It's just Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having a great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. You see that? Who was it talking about? It's talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white man. It tells us who are the heavens, the nation of Israel, mainly the elect, in these latter days. It tells us to rejoice, because why? The end is coming, man. And these prophecies of evil happening, and certain plagues going on, and things moving quickly as they are, it has to happen, and it's happening for the elect's sake. So we can't get disenchanted and not believe and start bugging out. No, we gotta rejoice, because the time of our redemption draweth nigh. But I'm gonna get this in Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11. Right? Let me get this. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations, and they shall call their lands after their own names. You see that? So that's another reason too. They want I think that's the main reason, because the whole reason of why they trying to complete this NWO is because they know something. They know something is coming, man. They know that the Lord exists, man. But through their pride and through their wickedness, man, hey, they have been deceived, man. And they think that they really think that they can do all these plans and all these things that they have written down and been plotting for years, man. This NWO, them putting them grain and rices and people, man, in Revelations, man, in MOTB. They really think that they're gonna be able to do that to every single person on the earth. But it ain't gonna happen, man. So that's why they have to, move quickly. And they can see, brothers posting videos. They see, a lot of these Israelites waking up. They see this, man. They see this. And they see that their plans are backfiring, but people are starting to speak up against what they're doing. You know, people are questioning certain things. People are not as deceived as they used to be. Now they're still deceived in in a sense because they don't understand in totality what's going on. But people are starting to see certain things. More than they did at first. But it's already too late for most of these people, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with no heathens anyway. He ain't dealing with them. But for all people that took that that jab, man, hey, they gonna take the MOTB. Trust me, because I was saying that before they even made that even mandatory. I was like, the people that take that test, hey man, they gonna take the jabs, man. Because I ain't never took no test since this whole stuff started. I ain't never took no test, none of that. But the people that took that test, all of a sudden they gonna take that jab, and the people that take that jab, they gonna take the MOTB. All it was a trial run for the MOTB. That's what that was. And the whole point of this thing that happened, it was for what? It was for them to hasten the NWO. That's all it was for. That's what it was for. And like it says in Daniel, the 7th chapter, in the 25th verse, hey man, what makes you think that you can change the times and the law? That's speaking great words against them, like you said. You thinking that you the Lord. You thinking that you are the Most High. Man. Oh, man. Ooh. This is what Esau does, the so-called white man does. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 4. It says, let me read this in verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that's talking about the Israelites losing their heritage. It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, which is Esau, even the so-called white nation. That's who that is. Verse 4, it says, who opposeth him and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, or that is worshipped, so that he, as Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's what they're doing by inventing these clocks. Now, man might not think that that's anything, serious, Yeah, man might not think that that's anything serious, but it is. Because, you going outside of the order that Yahweh Shai set up, the sun and the moon being an ordinance for time, for us to track time and for us to know what point of the day it is and what month it is and, and things of that nature. The Lord set that up, man. But, them sitting in the temple as the seat of Yahweh Shai, changing, the images and the depictions of the angels, the Lord, and everything like that. Hey, this is what they're doing. And man, that day is coming, man. Well, Yahweh Shai, he's gonna break them in pieces, but I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna give all praises and all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to scattered bird Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. I said scattered bird Israelites, speckled bird Israelites. Those are the Israelites that look like the other nations. To y'all say shalom, wa, ba, ba, ba.